Watch this person. Look how patient they are. A rude waiter, a polite smile, traffic jam, total zen. To the outside world, they are a saint. But watch them 5 minutes later, inside their own home. A misplaced set of keys, a question asked at the wrong time, and suddenly, boom, it feels personal. It feels like their temper is reserved exclusively for the people who love them most. If you are the partner on the receiving end, you think, they must hate me. They are so nice to everyone else. But psychology suggests this isn't hatred. It isn't even anger in the way you think of it. It is a shield. And you are holding it because deeply, subconsciously, you are terrified. We think anger is an attack, but for these individuals, the brain has learned that sadness makes you look weak. Fear makes you look vulnerable. But anger makes you feel powerful. It acts as a hard shell covering a soft, wounded core. And there is a specific psychological glitch that forces this to happen. It's called Alexithymia. It comes from the Greek, and it literally means no words for emotions. Imagine feeling a tightening in your chest. Your heart is racing. You feel rejected, or maybe scared. But your brain cannot find the label for that feeling. It's blank. A neurotypical person says, I feel hurt. But if you have alexithymia, you don't have the words. You only have the physical pressure. And when you can't say it, you act it out. With strangers, the stakes are low. You don't need their understanding. You can fake the smile. But with loved ones, the stakes are life and death. You scream because you were trying to force them to understand what you cannot say. This wiring doesn't happen by accident. It is almost always a souvenir from childhood. You likely grew up in a home where negative feelings were inconvenient. If you cried, you were ignored. If you were scared, you were told to toughen up. You learned a brutal lesson. Vulnerability is dangerous. So, you buried the sadness. You buried the need. And you kept the only emotion that protected you: anger. So, when your partner criticizes you today, you don't hear a comment about the dishes. Your inner child hears, you are not good enough. You are unlovable. And that child fights back the only way they know how. It gets worse. Usually, this explosive personality attracts an avoidant partner. It's the perfect storm. You feel a flash of insecurity, you lash out. A protest behavior just to get a connection. Your partner feels attacked, so they shut down. They go silent. That silence, it triggers your deepest abandonment wound. So you explode. You get louder, not because you want to hurt them, but because you were desperate for a reaction. You're screaming, look at me, but all they hear is, I hate you. So, how do we stop the explosion? You cannot think your way out of this. You have to feel your way out. First, spot the child. Next time the red mist descends, pause. Ask yourself, how old do I feel right now? If you feel small, helpless, or ignored, that is not you. That is the child. Second, soothe the nervous system. Your body is in fight or flight. Don't try to talk yet. Splash cold water on your face. Take deep breaths and tell yourself the words you never heard back then. I am safe. I am allowed to be understood. I don't need to defend my existence. Healing isn't about never getting angry. It's about realizing you no longer need the shield because you are no longer under attack. Understand your inner child. Soothe your pain. Build resilience.